Kia ora, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This will get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock. With news, the US labour market just keeps on delivering positive momentum. There were 195,000 new jobless claims in the US last week, low and taking the total number of people on these benefits down to 1.675 million, and an all-time low and a record that goes back to the 1960s. Markets expect the March non-farm payrolls growth to be released tomorrow, showing an increase of 490,000, a lower jobless rate and higher pay. And the bellwether Chicago PMI for March came in strongly after an outlier February dip, an expansion that remains impressive and supports the low labour stress data. Meanwhile, American personal spending rose just 0.2% in February from January on an inflation-adjusted basis, and below analysts' expectations of a 0.5% rise. Data for Japanese housing starts impressed in February, rising more than 6% from a year ago. But Japanese industrial production data was weaker than expected, but at least it grew after the January shrinkage. And South Korean industrial production grew much more healthily in February, and that followed on a good January expansion. But in China, their official PMIs, that's both factory and services, both shrank into contraction in March. These were faster retreats than expected. Spreading pandemic lockdowns are not helping. Global container shipping freight rates have slipped to 9-month lows in the latest assessment for last week, and bulk cargo rates slipped last week too. The US Treasury 10-year yield opens today at 2.32% and down a further 3 basis points from this time yesterday. And the price of gold starts today at $1,944 an ounce, and up another $12 from this time yesterday. But oil prices are down $3.50 to just on $102.50 a barrel in the US, and the international Brent price is now just down to $107.50 a barrel. These falls are because the US has ordered its largest ever release of strategic reserves. Meanwhile, Russia and Europe are heading for a head-butting moment over whether payments will be made in rubles. The arrival of warmer weather in Europe comes at a good time for them. And the Kiwi dollar will open today a half a cent weaker than this time yesterday at 69.3 US cents. Against the Australian dollar, we're down a similar amount to 92.5 Australian cents. Against the euro, we're just a little firmer at 62.6 euro cents, and that all means our trade weighted index starts today at just under 74.5 and 40 basis points lower in a week. We welcome your feedback. Leave a comment below or on our website. Kia ora, I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.